Hey guys, it's Laura again, your photography leader. Excuse me. Welcome to video 2, where we'll be going over topics 3, 4, and 5. So topic 3 is 4 pictures of animals or toys. Topic 4 is 4 pictures of people. And topic 5 is 4 pictures of landscapes. So we're going to go over these one topic at a time. So first of all, I want you guys to remember what we've learned in the last video, because you're going to apply some of what you've learned to these pictures, okay? Again, if you have any questions or anything, write them down as you're going through this. When we have the Q&A, oh, my phone just slipped. When we have the Q&A, you can ask me them, or if you want, you can email me them. I believe you all have my email address now. Yeah, so I'm just going to grab my notes, because these are a bit more extensive than what we did last time, so I'm going to refer to my notes a little bit more. So animals or toys. If you guys have a dog or a cat or a horse or a cow, then you probably take pictures of them all the time anyway, right? I know I do. I take pictures all the time, and I'm going to be popping up some of the pictures of my animals that I have for kind of ideas and inspiration of what we're talking about. So you want to show your animals off. You want to have the very best, most beautiful, eye-catching pictures of them. So a great way to do that is interesting angles, okay? So I'm going to pop up pictures of my cat. His name's Gus. And this was just a little photo session that I did one morning. He was hanging out with me on my couch, and the light was hitting him just right, and I was like, wow, he looks so cute right there. And I probably took 25 pictures. So just changing where I placed the camera, if it was by his foot, if it was from above, just changing it up and finding something that was really interesting, really different, kind of showed off his personality, because he's kind of a quirky little dude. So don't be afraid to take a bunch of pictures and move, right? Don't just take a bunch where you are like full on like pageant mom it. Like really work those angles, okay? And then you can pick your favorites out of that, and it's really fun, and then you have a whole bunch of options, right? Another great tip for when taking pictures of your animals is move them. Take them to different places. So say you're outside with your dog and you want to take a few different pictures, you're not quite sure what you want, move them around the yard. Take a picture on your front step. Take a picture by a pretty tree. Change where the light is. You get different effects there, which we'll talk about later. But yeah, just move it around a bunch, because you want it to be a whole picture, not just of the animal. I mean, it is of the animal, but like you want it to, you don't want it in front of just like a white background, right? So like the pictures that I showed you of Gus, it has my pretty pink and brown blanket there, right? I'm also going to show you a picture of my dog Twist in front of snowy trees, right? That day I went out, I took pictures of her in 4 different places, because I was like, you know what? I want to see what I'm going to like most and where she looks the cutest, right? Because I want her to look the cutest. So if you don't have any pets, that is totally okay. Your pictures are also going to be amazing. So you're going to take them with toys. And you guys actually have, my cat's playing with the tripod. You guys actually have a really fun advantage. And just because you have animals doesn't mean you can't take pictures of toys too, okay? So if it was me and I was tasked to take pictures of toys, I wouldn't just throw them on the chair and take a couple pictures and call it good enough. I am going to fully set them up. Maybe my dolls are having a tea party, or my bears are having a sleepover, or I'm using dinky cars and they're having like a full-blown race, right? Like, really tell a story. You can set it up. You can set it up, decide you don't like it, and do something completely different, right? It's all about experimenting and finding out what you like the most and what's going to work the best, okay? Also, take them outside. Doesn't have to be inside. You can take them anywhere. You can sit them on your mailbox. You can pretend they're driving your car, your parents' car, right? Like, the options are endless. You can put a hat on them, right? Like, you can have so much fun with it. Also, something I didn't mention with the animals, but I made a note of it, is eyes are super interesting, okay? You'll see it a lot with horses, where people will just take a picture of like the horse eye, and it's like just that quintessential picture of the horse eye, and you can see all in the eye. That is so fascinating. So don't be afraid to take different pictures. Take unique pictures is kind of what that all boils down to. Okay, on to topic 4, people. So 4 pictures of people. This one is super fun. So enlist your family, enlist your sister, your mom, your dad, your brother, whoever you have access to right now, and set them up, okay? This is your chance to be a little bossy. I mean, don't be mean, but just, you can tell them how to stand. So say you're getting your sister to pose for you, and she is just kind of standing here, right? Well, maybe tell her to play with her hair, or, you know, put her hand on her hip, tilt her chin down, really create your image, okay? So don't be afraid to, if you have 2 people standing there that are in the same family, because social distancing right now, say they're just standing there, well, maybe get one to like put a hand on the other one's shoulder, right? Like, you have so many options, but just make sure that you're getting the shot you want, and use your wonderful confidence to tell them what you want. Make sure your communication is there, okay? That's the key to a really good photographer, is communication and a good attitude and just having fun, right? So we're going to talk a little bit and use our distance that we learned last time. And I said this before about, I'm pretty sure I said it before, about how you can use your distance to tell a story. So if you're close up, maybe you're gonna play around the angles and you're gonna take profile picture, and it's just gonna be like a close-up of their eyes, and you can see in the distance, and they're like really thinking about something. You can see it all in your picture, right? Or maybe you're going to take a picture from really far away, and it's going to be more of like a silhouette, right? So I'm going to pop up a couple pictures of my sister and my nephew, just from one evening that we were playing in the river. So I took them far away, and it takes you out of it, and it's their story, right? So it's just a silhouette, and you don't think of the photographer, you think of who's in the picture, okay? I'm pretty sure we talked about that before. Again, take a ton of pictures. Don't just take 4 pictures. I do not want to see the first 4 pictures that you take, okay? I want you to take 25. I want you to take 50, right? Like, take however many it takes to get that good shot. That shot that is beautiful, that you go, oh, I love that. I'm so excited to put my name on that. For people to look at that and go, I took that, right? Make it what you want it to be. Be storytellers. I wrote that down. That's a good note. Okay. Moving on to topic 5, landscapes. And I don't know about you guys, but landscapes are probably something that I take pictures of the least. Doesn't mean they're not gorgeous. Doesn't mean they can't be a stunning picture. But it's not just, like, I don't go out to take a landscape picture. I go out to take a picture of someone or something, you know? But I feel like this topic will push your thinking just that much further, so that you're using tools that you have in your tool belt to make an interesting picture. So we can throw it back to our rule of thirds. Maybe you're taking a picture of a field that has, you know what I mean when I say like a spooky looking tree? Maybe it has one of those. So you're gonna put that in one of your points, right? So instead of just being a center of it, it's gonna be like over here. So it gives it an even more like haunting feel, right? Pictures are all about making somebody feel something about them. You're not sure what kind of landscapes you'd take a picture of? Look at your window right now. That's a landscape. Boom. Okay? Ask your parents to take you for a drive, and you're gonna find, on a 10-minute drive, you're gonna find 10 different landscapes that you can take a picture of. We're so lucky to live where we live because PEI is full of stunning, picturesque landscapes. We have red capes, we have rolling fields, we have beautiful beaches with red sand, right? Like, the options are endless, okay? So I think a good way to think of this project is this topic, is I want you guys to think of 4 of your absolute favorite places. Those are gonna make for awesome landscapes, okay? So I jotted down mine, and they're Noonan Shore, which is a beach where you can see the Confederation Bridge, and it's beautiful. I've taken so many pictures there. New Haven River, which is actually somewhere that I ride my horse, so I take a lot of pictures of her ears and then the river in the background. I'll pop that up because it's really pretty. West Cape, with those beautiful red capes that I already mentioned. That is another stunning spot that I love to just take a drive to hop out of my car and walk on the beach. And the other one is the tree line at my father's property. So it's right at home, right? Like, I just look outside and that's one of my favorite landscapes. If I had this assignment, that's one of the pictures that I would probably take. I mean, if I want to go even further, there's a creek in that tree line. So I could walk in there and take a picture of the creek, and I could take a picture of the water rushing, and that would be a really fun picture, right? So if you can, go to spots that you love and then just play around with it. Again, take a million pictures. Say you're at the beach. You're gonna use the angles that I drive into your head. Take a bunch of different pictures at different angles. So maybe you're gonna take one looking out at the water, and it's going to be mainly sky and just a little bit of shore. That's one way to take the picture. Or maybe you're gonna take the picture where it's all water and just a little bit of sky. So you're gonna crouch down really low for that, right? And you can see the waves crashing in. And then maybe put one foot in the water and one foot on the sand and take a picture of the water line. That's another way to take it. Or a lot of our beaches have sand dunes or capes. Maybe you're going to stand at the back of the beach and take a picture where you can see that and then the water, right? There's so many different options. Like if you guys have been to North Rustico Beach, I know when you're standing in the water and you look to, say you're facing out to the water, you look to your left and you can see that beautiful cape wrapping around. Take a picture of that, right? It doesn't have to just, you don't have to just go and go, okay, this is my landscape, one picture, boom, let's go. Stand there for a sec. Or drive around and take 100 pictures of 100 different landscapes. You can do what you want with it, but I want you guys to have fun and I want you to take a lot of pictures, okay? I don't want you to just take 4. I want to see 4. I want to see your best 4. But take a bunch, okay? That's all the things that I had for these 3 specific topics. Again, I want to reiterate, human tripod, you're standing straight like this. Oh, my phone's slipping again. Standing like this, arms in. Again, your 2 feet are your very best zoom possible. I think that's probably it. If you want to, you can watch the video from last week again before you take these pictures. Completely up to you. But have fun! I hope you guys are all doing okay with social distancing. Happy that we're easing back into life, but please stay safe, and I can't wait to see your creations. And again, you have my email, feel free to reach out. Have a great day. Bye guys.